Hi, I'm Dr. Will, one of the vets here at Animal Doctors International. I'm from the UK and I've been working here in Vietnam and Laos for a number of years. So today I'm going to tell you about some of the things that are toxic to our pets, the dogs and cats, that things that we eat and encounter every day. So I've got a selection here, and some of these items, small onions and the white onions and garlic,
nope,
they taste great. But actually one of the compounds, the organosulfur compounds, which is responsible for their taste that we love so much, is toxic to both dogs and cats. And what these compounds do is they actually damage the red blood cells in the blood of our dogs and our cats. So if your dog or your cat eats any of these, make sure that you call your vet and take them in quickly to be checked out.
nope,
So here in Ho Chi Minh or in Vietnam, avocados are one of the really great things that we can enjoy every day. But these also contain a toxin called persin. Now this toxin actually causes damage to the heart directly. This is in both our furry friends, but also especially in birds. So many people think they have a bird and they want to feed it vegetables and fruit, which can actually be a good idea from time to time. But make sure that you don't feed any avocados, because they can cause a lot of damage.
nope,
Kit Kat or chocolate. So most of us would have heard that chocolate causes poisoning toxicity. But maybe what we don't know is that actually the darker the chocolate, the more toxic it is. That's because the chemical inside is actually concentrated in dark chocolate. So the dark, bitter 70% chocolates that we love, the luxury chocolates, are actually the most toxic. And Kit Kat is actually relatively low chocolate, but it can still be toxic, especially for smaller dogs and cats. So it's methylxanthine, the chemical inside there, and it can cause vomiting and diarrhea, heart arrhythmias, and tachycardias, so the heart's beating very fast and irregularly, and eventually it can lead to seizures.
nope,
Chewing gum, sweets, candies, and inside all of these, especially sugar-free, is the chemical xylitol. So xylitol is an artificial sweetener which they use in place of sugar, but this actually can cause really severe damage to our pets. And the onset of this, so the time that it takes for this toxin to start working is very quick. It can be even just 10 or 15 minutes after they've eaten a small dose. It can lead to really, really fatal outcomes and damage to the organs of the animal.
nope,
Something that we would all like to share with our friends from time to time are beer, alcohols, wines. A little bit of alcohol is unlikely to cause permanent damage in our pets. So that means if you spilled a little bit on the floor and they lick it up, it's probably not something to worry about. But alcohol in any significant dose is going to cause some damage. Their bodies just aren't made to process it, and it can lead to kidney failure and liver damage, and of course, like in humans, being drunk.
nope,
Not so much a toxin, but the one thing that we see very frequently is milk. So lots of people like to give milk to their cats especially, and I understand why, because we think that cats like to drink a plate of milk. But the reality is that most dogs and cats are lactose intolerant. That means that they can't actually digest any of the lactose that's inside this milk. That leads to vomiting and diarrhea, gastrointestinal signs, discomfort, bloating, stomach pain, and this is just really something which is easily avoidable. So there's no real need to feed milk to your pets, especially when you have little kittens or little puppies. If you want to supplement them, then there's plenty of specially formulated supplements available from vets here in Asia and Vietnam that don't cause those types of symptoms. Peanuts. Peanuts are one of the things that we often associate as humans with being toxic and many people having an allergy to. But actually peanuts are safe in nuts. That being said, some of the other nuts aren't. So especially you need to make sure that you don't feed any exotic nuts to your dog, such as a macadamia nut, which actually is really, really very toxic. So peanuts, not too bad, but they are high in fat and not a normal part of the diet, so nonetheless try and avoid those. I hope that this has been a little bit informative for you and you've learned and seen some of the things that we maybe don't associate with being dangerous for our pets. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to your vet and ask them just to be on the safe side.